First of all, my name is Arnoud Van Doorn. I'm 48 years old. I've embraced Islam about 2 years ago, in April 2012. And actually that was the best decision I've ever made in my life. And I'm very thankful for this opportunity and for that decision, and the fact that I am guided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. After this period, after the time that I have been converted to Islam, my life has changed dramatically, in a positive way. Before that, I didn't know anything about Islam. The only thing I knew about Islam is what you learn in the Dutch media, what you learn from Dutch and Western politicians, and that is only negative. Islam, as people are told in Western Europe, is bad, it's dangerous. It is nothing but a threat for society. They are oppressing women, they are all terrorists. And I'm ashamed to tell you now that I believed that that is the truth. It's not an excuse, and I'm ashamed for my beliefs and my ideas about Islam. And I think, despite what you read and hear in the media and what politicians are telling you, you're always responsible for your own knowledge and your own information. And I've made a lot of mistakes in the past, and I want to apologize to you here again for the mistakes that I've made. Well, you think that if you are a Muslim, if you have converted to Islam, if you have embraced Islam, then you're finished, then you're done, and then you step in a new life. Probably here in this beautiful country, or in any other Islamic country. But if you become a Muslim in a Western country, Western European country like the Netherlands, your problems only start. As I told you before, there is a war going on against Islam worldwide, especially in Western Europe, and most of all in the Netherlands. And some of the Muslims, the Muslim community in the Netherlands, they are leaving. They are going back to where they came from, the first generation. They go back to Turkey, to Morocco, to Tunisia, to Algeria. But the second generation and the third generation, they say no, we don't leave. We live here. We have helped to build this country. We pay taxes. We have had an education. I'm a dentist, I'm a doctor, I'm an engineer. I'm a full member of this society. And yes, I have obligations, and yes, I have to give the right example, but I also have rights. And they are standing up against injustice, and they are standing up against oppression. And that is beautiful to see. That is beautiful to see. And they are willing to talk to non-Muslims. They are willing to build bridges. But sometimes, of course, they feel alone. And sometimes they are angry. And sometimes they are frustrated. And it's not easy always to give the right example. It's not easy to be and to act like the Prophet, peace be upon him. But still, I am hopeful for the future. I am hopeful for the future, because I have embraced Islam. I know what Islam really stands for. I know now Islam is a beautiful religion. I know now Islam is peace. And I will continue to bring this message. I will continue to fight for the Islamic community in the Netherlands and outside. And I will continue to fight for justice. And I don't care how many opposition I get, how many threats I get. I don't care. I go on. And even in my own family, some of them, they don't want to know me anymore. They don't talk to me anymore. Some of my friends, our colleagues, some of them I've known for 20, 30 years, they don't want to see me anymore. I'm not invited to their parties or for holidays. or anything. But I don't care. I got something back that is much more powerful and much more beautiful than everything they have all together. Because the only thing they know is hate. The only thing they have is fear. And I don't have fear. I don't have hate. I feel love for people. I feel love for mankind. Muslims and non-Muslims. And I will continuing to build bridges. And I will continuing to invite people to Islam. But we have one great challenge. And that is that we all have to find a way to become united. To become one. To become one ummah. Because we are divided. And that's a shame. And I think a lot of this dividing is created by forces, by enemies of Islam, by Zionists, the Zionist agenda. I'm sure that they are doing everything to make sure that this beautiful ummah is not united. And as long as we are not united, we will never be strong. And we have to unite. We have to work together. Can you imagine if this 1.2 billion Muslims are all one and all working together? What a power we can be. What a change we can make in the world. How many good things we can do. This is possible. This is possible, I'm sure. But for now, I would say again, I am proud to be here. I'm a very lucky person. I am lucky that I was guided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is something that I want everybody to feel. This relief, this happiness. And I am a different person. People tell me that I am a different person. I think I'm more relaxed. I'm more happy. I feel much more stronger than I felt before in my life. And I'm sure this feeling will only grow. And of course, I'm only for 2 years a Muslim. So if I'm talking about knowledge, I have to learn a lot. I have to learn a lot. I'm not a scholar. I can only talk here from my own heart, from my own personal experience, from my own journey. But still, the last 2 years of my life are the best years of my life. I've never been as happy as I am now. And that is something that is so beautiful, that is so strong, and that is something that I wish was available for everybody in the world. But we have to wait and we have to be patient. We have to go on with giving the right example. And I will call to everybody, especially the young generation, the youth, the children, follow the Prophet, peace be upon him. Read about the Prophet. Get knowledge about the Prophet. Because this is the person that we all have to follow. His life, his vision, his behavior. Everything that he teaches us. We have to make sure that the young generation gets the right knowledge about Islam. What they need is knowledge. What they need is Islamic education if they want to. What they need are dialogue sessions, conferences where you can meet other Muslims, where you have dialogue between Muslims and non-Muslims, where you can shake hands with each other, where you can talk with each other. And that is what we should do. We should build bridges. And we have to go on being the good followers of the Prophet, peace be upon him. And we have to go on gaining knowledge about Islam. And we must study every day. And we must learn every day. Because you're never finished about learning over Islam.